green eyes.
Nah. Hey, everyone, before we get started, Fitzgerald accused me of putting in brown eye contact. He said I flew over to Africa and just got, just went out of my mind. He said I got on brown eye contacts. No, this is the lighting from the ring light. All right, these are my natural eyes, okay? These are my natural eyes, all right? I remember when I was in high school, cats was getting blue contacts, green contacts. I know we had some cats with blue contacts, green contacts. And they just walk around like this. They just walk around like this. Look at my blue eyes. Look at my blue eyes.
Sometimes cats get to the change playground. They get brand new.
No, these are my real natural eyes. Cats was getting the hazel contact.
I figure I would ask, man.
Yeah. Cat just walk around with green and hazel eye contacts. No, these are my natural eyes.
Well, Happy New Year to you, and Happy New
Year.
Thank
you, Joe. Thank you, brother.
And I hope everyone's doing phenomenal. It's starting out good and everything, and I expect it to be good. And Lord knows I had enough of 2020 to last me for the rest of my life. So my goal is just to be thankful to the Most High, no matter what happened. Mm-hmm. Hey, that's just the way I'm looking at things now. So I hope everyone, and you and your families are doing awesome. It's great back, by the grace of God, we made it here. And so that's something to be celebrating for, because many people didn't. So Prince, man, as I said to you last night, I really, really want to set my agendas to be on there with you and with April, with the next Sierra Leone trip, so I'm really that's something I want to shoot for, just to see it. And, so man, appreciate what you're doing over there. Looking like you're just loving life, and everything, man. Looking like you're gaining a little weight, so you're good.
I'm about 196 ish, 196.
196. Mm. Okay, what? That's like your University of Georgia football playing days, right?
UGA weight was about 205. Weight was 205.
You working out over there?
I'm push-ups, cable cords. That's it. When I travel, I just do push-ups and cable cords and resistance cables.
Go ahead and paint I do this for me just as much as the audience. I think I do it more so for me. Man, go ahead and paint the scenery as far as what's happening with Sierra Leone, the lifestyle, the breezes, the energy, the people, man. Talk to us a little bit about it. Go ahead.
Oh, man, Sierra Leone it's the best way I could describe Sierra Leone, and my brother O'Sheen said this. If you take the Caribbean and Nigeria and they had a baby, they gave birth to beautiful Sierra Leone. That's the best way I could describe it. Fitzgerald, you froze on us. Your Metro PCS hotspot.
Okay.
You're freezing on us, Fitzgerald.
Where are you? Hold on for a second.
Okay, he's off. So, yeah, bro, what we'll do, we'll go ahead and get started, guys. Make sure you hit that like button as you come to the chat room. Again, please hit that like button as you come to the chat room. Also, make sure you share the content. Again, please share the content, even if for some reason you don't find value in it. I'm pretty sure there's someone, even though you might not find value in the content for some odd reason, I'm pretty sure there's someone out there that will find value in the content, especially in the times that we're in. I mean, right now, and me and Fitzgerald, we discussed this before, having a home-based business is no longer a luxury. I mean, it's a requirement now. It's mandatory. I mean, that's the direction we're moving into. So, having a home-based business is something that you just talk on the side, and I don't even want to call it a home-based business anymore, for sure. I want to call it a smartphone business. I mean, now, as long as you have access to your smartphone, as long as you have internet access, phone access on your smartphone, you could do business now globally. I mean, that's the direction we're going in. That's the shift where we're going in. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. So, guys, my affiliate link's in the chat room. It's also scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It will be in the description. We're going to be discussing GS partners. And, guys, I'm new. I'm a baby. I'm not a professional or expert when it comes to this cryptocurrency journey. I'm learning. I was somewhat reluctant, like back when I first heard about it, to put my toes in the water. I was somewhat reluctant to do it. In 2017, Bitcoin ran up to 20,000, then it collapsed to 3,000. And when that happened, it was kind of like, see, I told you so. Thank God I didn't get involved in this so-called cryptocurrency. It ain't gonna work out. Blah 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 blah. But I think when that happened, and it's unfortunate for people. I know people who. I had a friend who said some of his family members sold their house, took all the money out, put it in Bitcoin, and then it crashed down. Back when it was like $17,000, and a lot of people were depressed and sad. So I didn't get in. But as I started to learn more about Bitcoin, as I started to learn more about the shift from, I would say, our fiat currency, again, from fiat currency to cryptocurrency, I say, I need to start. And also on top of that, as I started to learn more about the blockchain, which I'm still studying, I say, let me go ahead and get involved. So my first introduction to crypto was it KBC, Fitzgerald, KCB, KBC,
ABC.
KBC coin through Carabars, and I just held on to it. Then we transitioned from the KBC to the G99 coin, which is through JS Partners. And even then, Fitzgerald was like, Dinus, let's go ahead and get involved with JS Partners. I was like, well, let's hold up. Let me see how this thing works out come the launch December 15th. So I waited till December 15th before I got involved. Asked Fitzgerald. Once I was able to, see the G99 coin on exchanges, able to sell it, exchange it for Bitcoin, go back, buy more G99 coin, transfer to this wallet, transfer to that wallet. Like I see, like I'm a believer now in crypto. And on top of that, with GS Partners, now we have a business. And again, I'm just getting started. We're just getting started where we get paid in Bitcoin. So guys, it's not a lot. I mean, this is just on a GS Partners site. I'm gonna go ahead and log in real quick to my back office.
Prince, before you do that, I want to talk with this, and say like, hey, why are we doing this? I mean, what's the big deal? Or maybe we ought to get as I often hear, not often hear, but sometimes I hear from time to time, someone say maybe Africa ought to get their own plan. Okay. And I don't find any disagreement with that until someone can show me that. Okay. Let's do something. But why should we get into this? Why should we be concerned about this platform that Prince Amir and I are doing and offering you guys to do the same thing? And I'm going to answer that question in a simple reason. Take out your calculator, your smartphone, or look on your computer right now while we're talking, or right now while Prince Amir is getting ready to go on his account. Google today's price of Bitcoin, and you will have your answer. Now, we get paid in that. Google today's price of Ethereum. We get paid in that. We earn that for free using this business model all over the world. Yesterday,
Fitzgerald, you're breaking up on us. Fitzgerald, you're breaking up on us.
I had a couple outs. I don't know what's going on. Okay. So and as the money was sitting in my account, I got about 3 increases, not because I had added people on far as who were purchasing the GS trade coin and doing things, just because the fluctuation in Bitcoin was making the value of the Bitcoin I already had earned for free go up. I mean, it's absolutely incredible once you understand what that can do. This thing will give you next level problems, ladies and gentlemen, because you'll be wondering, man, do I really want to spend my Bitcoin? Now I can load that up on my block card that I have. I can load that and use it for plane tickets or use it for anything else. But when you start seeing that this incredible, the number one global asset, as far as with Bitcoin currently right now, you're going to have a problem. Like you're going to have next level problems. One of those problems, like, man, do I want to spend this? Or do I just want to keep stacking it? Because, if I go out there and get a sandwich or a cup of coffee, that could be one of the most expensive sandwich or cup of coffee I ever had in my life in comparison to what this thing still keeps going. So that's just a little prelude, Prince Amir, and I'll let you go ahead and do what you getting ready to do.
All right, let me go ahead and share the screen real quick, guys. I just want to share this with you. I don't keep a lot of Bitcoin here. but I just want to show you guys what I'm getting paid. I just want to show you guys. So let me go ahead and enlarge the screen. So that's my back office. That's my back office. Let me blow that up, and I'm going to show this to you guys. So my notifications, and I got paid in Bitcoin 2 days ago. BTC commission received, account credited. BCC commission received, account credited. Account credited 3 days ago while I'm here in Africa. So again, guys, I'm not a professional. I'm not a Bitcoin expert, but I just know I'm getting paid in Bitcoin. And Bitcoin can crash tomorrow. I mean, I don't know. But again, I just wanted to show this, so people can see me actually getting paid in Bitcoin. If I want to, I could take my wallet balance, transfer it to another crypto wallet that I have. Like I said, I'm just learning. But what's great about it, as I learn, I get paid in Bitcoin. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. So now I kind of want to just go into what GS Partners is. Let me pull up the presentation real quick. Let's see here. Let me stop the screen. Let me share the screen again. Here we go.
We got people getting paid every minute and stuff like that.
Right.
No.
So a lot of people ask, what's the products that we're actually offering through GS products, GS Partners? So blockchain, email, text, and voice, the GS Trade Exchange, which is another site that we have, Blockchain Academy, the G99 coins is the crypto, which is our crypto, which is being traded right now on BitForex, and our own exchange, Universal Gold Merchant, open source development, the crypto card, which is going to be the crypto card is an actual crypto credit card. Then you have the lifestyle payment, as far as lifestyle payment membership in regards to having your own personal concierge service. So if you want to book a flight, if you want to have somebody do your hotel for you, if you want somebody to do your entire, I would say, itinerary for a vacation or trip, you'll get that. Passive income through staking, master nodes, lending programs, hard assets, gold, silver, and diamonds. So some of this is coming down the pipeline. Some of this is already here. And like I said, my G99 coins, I was trading them not too long ago for Bitcoin. I'm still holding on to some other G99 coins on my BitForex account. So again, it's something that, as I learn, I'm getting paid, which is a great thing in Bitcoin. In Bitcoin. So G99, what is it? One blockchain, one ecosystem. G999, I'm sorry, is a peer-to-peer electronic cash system that aims to become sound global money with fast payments, micro fees, a new generation of communication, and high transaction capacity. In the same way as physical money, G999 payments are sent directly from one person to another, wallet to wallet. G99 combines gold-like scarcity with the spendable nature of cash. As a permissionless, decentralized cryptocurrency, G999 requires no trusted third parties and no central bank. Unlike traditional fiat money, G999 does not depend on monetary middlemen such as banks and payment processors. I know I'm kind of moving backwards. Here we go. We specialize in helping you save and grow your digital assets, decentralized blockchain accounts, rewards paid weekly, acquire basic and advanced blockchain education, protect your digital assets, G99 signature card, ensure private secure communication, voice, email, text, app over blockchain, trade your digital assets, GS Trade Exchange, access to practical everyday use of your digital assets, GS Lifestyle. Huari, Gold Standard Partners, blockchain-based referral company, G9999, mainnet and ecosystem, build community, use the ecosystem, support the growth of our assets. So again, I'm doing it in Bitcoin immediately. It's getting paid directly to my account. Showed you right there. It's there. So, I think it's a great opportunity. Guys, a little bit about me. I love network marketing. I've been a huge fan about network marketing. When it comes to network marketing, and this right here, you get paid in Bitcoin. I mean, I think it's a great thing for sure. Anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, keep in mind, Prince, that no, I'm going to talk to the audience. Also, when we talk about the GS trade, that is the cryptocurrency of gold standard bank. When we acquire that cryptocurrency, it's already worth value for us too. Currently, I believe it's going like a little under 2 cents. Still a very undervalued asset, but as you acquire that, and as other people acquire that, you get paid in Bitcoin. Now, you also have value instantly by the rise of that GS trade coin. So to break it down simple, how do we do? What do we do? And let me also say this: you can make money in this business in a free position. Okay, why would you want to take $149 of Bitcoin through Cash App or any other platform or Ethereum and load it up and get you one of the business package 149? Well, would you like to get paid more for doing the same amount of work or less? By acquiring one of the 149 packages, that 149 for a year, renews every year and everything, you actually eligible to be paid 9 levels deep. Other words, not only what you do, what someone else does. You for 9 levels, you can still get a percentage of all that growth and all that profits that's being realized and get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum for it. Now, if you don't want the package, fine. Go out and find about a couple Dynasimirs, a couple Michael Delcos, a couple Willie Browns, Tanisha Gillespie's. Go out and find some builders. You can get paid in Bitcoin, and then you can use that to earn your business package, or you can come in directly right away, like Dynas and I do, because we're in the duplication business, building our networks, which helps build our net worth. So we get our cryptocurrency on one end, and we get paid in Bitcoin and Ethereum on the other end. So the strategy is this. Do you know 3 very strong people? When I say very strong, they're builders. They could take this and duplicate and find 3. You get your 149 package, and you do about 3 airdrops. What do I mean by airdrops? You acquire about 3 of the GS trade coins at $99 each. When you spend like $99 in Bitcoin, the coins are going to be worth $99. Dynas can explain it to you. So they're going to be worth that. You get your package, you find 3 who find 3 who find 3. Now you might want to get more than that. You might want to do like myself. I sponsor 33. Prince Amir sponsor 35. My goal is to eventually personally sponsor somewhere along the line like 1,000 people. Let's just keep it hypothetically in those numbers. You're running those numbers down. As far as with duplications through the group, it's nothing to stop you from at the end of 2021 from making 6 figures, provided you put in the hustle. Because what I like about Bitcoin, and what I like about this particular thing, this is only networking business that actually pays in Bitcoin, Ethereum. I like that, and also I like it because you don't have to advertise. You can be dropped in the world round over, and I'm quite sure Mr. Mir could tell you if he's over in Sierra Leone. They ask him about Bitcoin. I think they'll know what he's talking about. They may not know all the mechanisms of how it works, but you can do the same thing with Australia. You can do the same thing with England and Canada. You get Bitcoin is a global currency, the #1 global currency. Currently has a market valuation of close to $375 billion, and it doesn't own any buildings. Okay, there are no branches you can go to it, but you telling me that we could get paid for this in free using our smartphone and our computer from anywhere in the world? I mean, some of you haven't missed that, and maybe some of you have, but But Prince is over in Sierra Leone right now. When he showed you that chart strolling, he's getting paid that, even though he's over here, over in Sierra Leone. That's very, very powerful. So Bitcoin is money, and and it is cryptocurrency is the now. I'm not going to say it's the future. It's the now. And so people are taking advantage of that. More merchants are accepting that. Pretty soon, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be able to buy a house in cryptocurrency. You're going to be able to buy cars. You're going to be able to buy clothes, and you're going to be able to pay utilities. You're going to be able to do everything that you can do with cash and other systems, but you're going to be able to do it through cryptocurrency. So it's a powerful, powerful means of exchange. And so I like it. And I'm just, we just plan on fully taking advantage of this opportunity for us and our families.
Guys, hit that like button as you come to the chat room. Again, please hit the like button. And also, too, my affiliate links in the chat room. Again, my affiliate links in the chat room. Click on that link, sign up as an affiliate, and we will get you guys up and running. Again, we will get you guys up and running, everybody. And also, we'll take a couple callers, too. If you'd like to call in, email is uhuru@searchforuhuru.com. uhuru@searchforuhuru.com. That's the email. If you have any questions.
Excuse me, I want to inject something in before it leaves.
Go ahead.
Mr. C.R. Frank, he put something, man, just jumped off the screen with it. He said, I highly recommend storing your crypto on cold storage, i.e. Ledger Nano. You're right, and we do. You're right, because with the crypto now with the crypto currency, what Mr. Frank is talking about is wallets, digitalized wallets. That's yours. Now, whoever has the key to your wallet has your wallet. They own it. Okay, so there are all kinds of mechanisms that you have to learn. You have to learn how to protect your wealth, and you have to learn how to set up different wallets that ensure that your wealth is stored. We're sure that you can have that accessible to you and your heirs. Ladies and gentlemen, the new wills coming up in the future, the new wills are going to be wallets, are going to be wallets. Keys. And for those of you in the community, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. The inheritance like that, it's going to be keys, because I could have $60-70 million stored in my wallet. Whoever has that key, they owns it. Okay, and that's what I can lead down. And and I'm very, very protective of that. For example, I don't know where Mr. Frank is. Mr. Frank, let's just say if I wanted to do business with him, I like real estate, and I said, he's a developer, or somewhere like that. I want to buy one of his properties. And he said, Fitzgerald, what do you like what you see? Hey man, my people checked it out. My concierge service is looking at it. We're looking at it as far as like that. What are you saying for that? Well, you know what? I want $20 million for that place. Okay, that's cool. $18.5 million right here, right now. Okay. $18.5 million right here, right now. Okay, are we agreeable? Because the offer is going to be on the table 15 minutes. And we just used 3 talking to now. Okay, now catch what I'm saying. Agreed. All right. What wallet do you want me to transfer this into? He sends me a wallet, maybe one of his business account wallet, where he handles as far as for his real estate portfolio. Hear me real clear on this. He sends that, okay? I, in turn, send the 18.5 million to that designated wallet. Now, I didn't have to, no one is going to ask me and said, hey, you're sending over $10,900, you're sending over $10,000. Who are you sending this to? Is this terror related? Is this or not? No, that's between me and Mr. Frank. And that money can hit practically instantly, as far as with that. No one's business but him and mine. No, and that's going to be a very, very powerful thing. And it will legally stand. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see in the future, you're going to see telephone calls made over the blockchain. You're going to see deeds, housing land deeds, and bill of sales made over the blockchain. You're going to see medical records made on the blockchain. You're going to see voting come up made over the blockchain, because you know what? It is a decentralized platform, and and no one person controls it. That's why nations and the general populace are really liking, because government really doesn't have their hand more into it now. Now, I will address one thing. When someone says something about altcoin, I've been reading a little bit about altcoin, and XRP is having a lawsuit with the SEC over here. But and people are like, well, what do you think about that? Bitcoin's a global currency. Just because if something gets stopped in one nation, this runs all around the world. So so no one country can regulate anything for the whole body of the coin. But with Bitcoin right now, people are moving multiply millions. I mean, my God, December 19th, Dynas, 23,000. Yesterday it was somewhere like the 32. It's locking on 33 right now. What's to stop that? But if it keeps running on this bull market it's doing right now, what's to stop it from hitting $40,000 by February 1st? Okay, right. Something just to think about. Because while we're sitting out there procrastinating or looking at, well, I'm not, and Dynas is not. While you're sitting out there procrastinating, someone is growing wealthy off of this from the corner of their own home. You see, but the one thing about networking can be pretty darn humbling. It's the easiest and the hardest thing and the hardest thing you do. Here's why. You know what? You mean to tell me that I don't have to have a specialized degree. I don't have to know about blockchain technology. I don't have to be an orthopedic surgeon or orthodontics. I don't have to be a corporate attorney. I don't have to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars to get my degree. I don't have to spend any of that money to do that. And you mean to tell me that I can make what those guys make by following the system in just a relatively few years without no formal education? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm telling you. It's the system that you plug into. It's taking action and taking gateway through the system. You mean to tell me that this thing that I could be a divorced man, woman, I could be single father, single mother, I could fail at all kinds of jobs and companies, I could have gotten fired, I could have a criminal record. You mean to tell me I can make just as much as a cardiologist? Yeah. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And I'll further say, I'm telling you, you can do it from anywhere around the world throughout your home. I'm telling you, you can make money like that on the beach. Dynas, I personally know people like that. I don't know if you guys was aware of that gentleman we had on here, Michael Delco. He does that. That man has been free for 7 years, but he'll tell you there's nothing he's seen anything like this. Because what got me excited was I missed the Bitcoin phase around it there. Dynas, I had one of my little cousins, and I got to give her a call, later on the day to let her know about GS Trade Partners. She said, "Hey, Fitzgerald, there's a thing called Bitcoin. I really want you to get into it." Well, let me do something. Let me say something to you guys that don't do what I did in this case. I didn't even hear her out. I'm like, yeah. Why? Because I'm old school. So I thought, I'm like, about maybe 17 years older than her or something like that. So I thought I knew. I didn't newfangled money, but I was too dunce to even try to learn what I didn't know. It was the height of pride and arrogance. Well, she's doing pretty good. And so I missed that opportunity. So you better believe when it rolled around for me to look at it and get in the crypto sphere, so that, hey, I'm going to learn about that because I'm going to position myself to get to take advantage of opportunities. I'm not going to be among the poor. What is poor? Passing over opportunities repeatedly. That's what poor is. Passing over opportunities repeatedly. And so you have to look at it. And now, if you look at this and you say, okay, well, I'll see what this do, and I'll wait around there and see what, it's going to be too late. Because once the masses come out there and they get involved, they start getting involved in it. It's going to make you want to be able to see where the projection is going before all the masses get it. By the time the masses figure this out, I have over 1 million people in my organization. The Bitcoin I'm making right now with just a fraction of that, it's decent. But what do you think is going to happen to Amir and I and those who position ourselves while other people figuring out and other people joining in from all over. That someone called me from your land, Nigeria. I was talking to him last night. I think he was up in Edo or wherever that, or Benin City. So,
Edo State, Edo State, Benin City.
I was asking what city was it, hey, he contacted me on Facebook Messenger. I sent him information. He joined the program. Hopefully he's listening to it right now, Mr. Peter. If you are, I appreciate it. But people are looking around the world. The same thing happened with a gentleman in Cameroon I'm talking to, a gentleman in Australia. So you're not going to find people who don't understand this. And so like wow, it's cool. And now, do I know all about that? Do I know all about the crypto wallets? No. Dynas can tell you that. If I got to do something, I can call him or Mr. Frank. Say, hey man, how do I do this? I concentrate on getting this opportunity out. No, so in 2021, it's not going to be a repeat of 2020 with me. Not financially. In March, it started off with me losing a 6-figure job that I still haven't recovered yet. But you know what? I don't want a job. I can get out there and really make my own wealth through this, and it's gonna be. And Dynas said that earlier. There will be no such thing as your side hustle.
Right, that's over.
There ain't gonna be no such thing as a side hustle. You're gonna have to hustle. You're really gonna hustle, because so a lot of these companies are making record profits. The employees are not being paid record wages. The stockholders are, and so you gotta look in there. I mean, you register for free. Prince Amir's link is up there. You load you up $149 of Bitcoin. You purchase your package. He could talk you through that. He can show you that. Then we plug you into the Wealth Builders training. And then show you how, and you duplicate that 3 times, or show people how to do it 3 times, do 3 times, or 3 times, and you can put yourself in a position, a 6-figure income position that will absolutely startle you. In a very typically quickly, relatively fast pace of time compared with working 20 and 30 years. It's people. Dynas, can I speak freely?
Oh, for sure. You don't need permission to speak freely on here. Go ahead.
We have a gentleman who was very prominent within the Wealth Builders organization we had there, and we launched like in December 21st, and December 1st rather. That man made 6 figures from December 1st to February 1st, using this little concept I'm showing you right here now. 6 figures. Some people fell short of 6 figures. They only got like $75,000 to $80,000. Many of
February 1st, Fitzgerald, February 1st of what year?
This January 1st. I'm sorry, January 1st. It was
Okay.
January 1st. I messed up my dates. And so when we launched, some people fell short, Prince Amir. They only got like $40,000 for Christmas in Bitcoin. Others 50, 60, before Christmas. Because that's how lightning fast this thing is moving. See, you get paid micro deposits, ladies and gentlemen. $2 here in Bitcoin, $3 here, $5 here, $15, $17, but you get paid that in real time, and it comes on your ledger. So you can literally see it coming in there. But you're getting a couple of 100 micro payments a week, or sometimes a day. That can add up pretty extensively. That you could transfer over to a block card, which is a fancy way for saying a crypto debit card that you could use to pay bills like cable bills, mortgage payments, insurance payments. It's going to come a time, Prince Amir, and it's not too far around the corner. You won't even need banks, man. Banks are very nosy. Banks are very, very nosy. They like to know moves, and they like to do things, and and they have this thing of monitor your account, love giving your information out to governmental bodies that they just ask them for it and stuff like that. People are tired of that. So that's my take on it right now. And the most important thing I can say to anyone this year, for us, what I've learned, and I see one of the huge things that hold people back is the lack ability to take action. Is the lack ability to take action. And you got it. We could talk about this all day long, but until you take action, until you go ahead and make a decision to move on something, Nothing's going to change. No, you don't have to spend the 149 to do it. You don't have to spend the 149 to make it, but you won't make as much as someone like myself and Amir, who has the 149, because we're able to get paid on more levels. You won't make as much as we can as fast as you can because you limit yourself. But we have people who have just simply went up there, they got started, and they went out and found someone like me and Amir, found someone like Michael Delco, and they kept finding people. They got paid in Bitcoin. Then they used that to start purchasing their packages, start purchasing other things, and they went and started telling people. So there's really no excuse. No, there's really no excuse, not unless you're looking for one. Anybody call in yet, Prince?
No, not yet. But brother Mo Adams, if you want to call in, link is my email's in the chat room. Send me an email and I'll forward you the link, and we could discuss. I guess your concern. Like I have no problem with you calling in, brother.
What's his concern? I'm not seeing anything.
He said you're doing a real-time disservice to our people by not discussing the limitations of BTC both as a store of value and a transactional medium. And man, Adams, you're more than welcome to come on.
Yeah, have him come on and
come discuss it. Yeah,
okay, sure. Yeah, sure. Have him come on. We'll please enlighten us. Come on, and no problem right there. We welcome it. No. And that's another thing in this year, Dynas, when I'm going to see, because I dealt with a lot of this on, especially on Search for Urus, a lot of almost like personal tax, where you're not covering this, you're not covering that. Hey, I can't cover everything, but I'm not here to argue with you while the cat's sitting around there debating. I'm making money, and I don't mean that as an arrogant statement, but I'm going to really pick the lanes that I fight in. And so if you have something that can enlighten us, great. You say if you're looking to build an African platform, okay, put one together. If you're saying, well, you guys always working with the Europeans, put something together. Let's take a look at it. If it makes sense, hey, I'll be happy to get in there. But until you can come up with a solution, stop talking. And definitely stop talking with people who are trying to put something together for them and their families. This little thing right here, you can't see where my finger is pointing, and that little thing where Dynas has enlarged, that's his real time that he's getting Bitcoin there. I think I was looking on my thing to see if I had actually received some while he's talking on here, and guess what? I have. When this chart right over here. Right up there where it says account created and stuff like that, it shows you what's to be in deposit in your account like that. No one else is doing this. No. So Dynas, I don't know how long you want to wait for some callers and everything, but we welcome right that. We're just trying to trying to help position people to win financially, and that's how we win financially. Because I do truly believe in group economics, and I don't see anything like network market. I love that.
No, Mo has not emailed me yet. So Mo, me and Fitzgerald are going to be back on probably. In fact, me and Fitzgerald are going to be doing shows 2 to 3 times out of the week. So again, Mo, I've sent you email me, and you're more than welcome to come on and discuss whatever you wanted to discuss. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and close out. Anything you'd like to share in closing, Mr. Stevens?
Not really. I mean, it's up to the individual to be responsible for, their economic life. It's up to you to be responsible. Now, one thing we can look at things that, hey, so and so happened, and this particular entity happened, and I heard this and I heard that, and I tried this and I tried that, and I like to use it like with a couple scenarios that I think, any of you guys have been in a relationship that went bad, okay? That stop you from getting another relationship? No. You ever had a bad haircut? Yes. It stopped you from getting your haircut. You ever had a bad meal? It stopped you from eating. Here's my point, ladies and gentlemen. Whatever the experience was, that maybe didn't go your way, or you looked at something similar, you never seen anything as far as exactly like this, but you owe it to yourself. You owe it to the self to build wealth. You owe it to yourself to build wealth in you and your family, because I promise you, you can hardly do anything on God's earth without it. I wished it wasn't true. I wished it wasn't true, but I'll be 57 in September. I'm telling you it is. You've got to have
You be 57?
be 57 September 8th. And I'm telling you, I mean, you have to have resources. The older I get, the more I lock in on that facts. My God, 20 years, man. I'm 77 years old. I remember when I was 16. So where did time go? While you're thinking about stuff to improve your lot and improve your financial well-being, which is going to turn enable you to purchase your time and do what your time and what you want and live your life, the remaining of the life that you have, what you want. The clock is ticking. Now, this is not for everyone. We know that. We know that, and many of many of the listeners, they have other things going on. Great, phenomenal. Stay with it. But wouldn't you like to be paid Bitcoin on the side with those other things? Just something to think about. Dinas, please close us out, man.
Yeah, everyone, thank you so much for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. Also, Kathy, offline, Kathy. I'm not. Again, I'm still learning, Kathy. I'll be honest, I'm still learning. All I know, basically, what I do, Kathy, is when I get paid in Bitcoin, the G99 coins I've acquired, I go to Bitforex, I trade them there, I store them on my crypto.com wallet. I go back and forth. So, as far as all the language, as far as can I send to my Ledger, Nano, or send to Coinbase account? Well, okay. So, Kathy, here we go. Let me see if I can answer your question correctly. If I don't, I apologize. I'm gonna try my best. So, your G99 coin, you can trade it on. You could transfer your. Oh, okay. Here we go. You brought up Coinbase. So so we have our own trading platform, GS Trade. You could trade that, transfer that to your Coinbase wallet, your Bitcoin, right? Your G99 coin, you could basically what I did, I transferred that to my Bitforex account, took that coin, bought some Bitcoin, sent it to my crypto.com account, then just playing around, wanted to buy some G99. So took that, shifted it back to my Bitforex account. Then I whatchamacallit, I bought some more G99 coin. So yeah, your Bitcoin, you can't transfer and trade to your Coinbase account. I don't know what a Ledger Nano is, but I know Coinbase, you'll be able to.
Well, I want to say something before you leave out of Dynas, and I'm just looking at something to prove a point. Not to prove a point, ladies and gentlemen, to demonstrate a point. I was looking at my Bit wallet balance as far as what I've seen. It's like 350 before 356 or 58 before we started this stream in my Bitcoin. I'm not talking about my Ethereum balance. 358. We was getting ready to start the stream. I'm looking at it right now, and it's 375.33. I haven't necessarily. Yes, I did receive about 4 more payouts, but it was 358 with those payments. So it went up from 358 to 375 in less than an hour. Than I'm sorry, 43 minutes 30 seconds right now. Now, why did it go up like that? Because Bitcoin is on a bull market. The Ethereum is going up, but is going up the same. When I first got one of my commissions in Ethereum, because one of my downline purchases business packages in Ethereum instead of Bitcoin. My original commission, Dynas, was $7 off of that. That commission right now has grew to $16.54. But I never had to receive any other Ethereum payouts. This is what I'm saying. Your money, not only are you making money, as far as with this, because of the rise of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin is considered the gold of cryptocurrency. Ethereum is considered the silver cryptocurrency. Yes, you have other XRP, Litecoin. You have other ones. Yes, you do. But those two are the two prominent ones. As they go up, the value of it goes up. And it increases the amount of your pay that goes up along with it. It's like a rising asset. I mean, so just to give you guys a little idea, but just take action. We're not here to convince you anything. No, we're really not. There's a couple billion people in the world. I'll find a few. Prince Amir, I would definitely do the same thing. We're just here to offer an opportunity for us for the audience to saying that, hey, you don't have to deal with things like the status quo. I'm going to be talking about this probably a little bit more, probably a little bit shortly after we hang up this stream right here on my YouTube channel. Find ways to win with Fitzgerald Stevens. Just get a little bit more on depth with it, but I'm pretty excited for where's this can go. No, I'm pretty excited. Oh, by the way, Dinah asked, hey, you went out there, call myself looking for a job again. I guess old habits are somewhat hard to break. No, keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I have a 4-year degree from University of Alabama. The ones get ready to win another national championship. You don't know anything about that, do you, Dinah? But we get ready to win that again with a little teen Ohio State Buckeyes who shouldn't be there anyway. Kind of noise, but I got to pay some cats like them anyway. But and so and I have 20 years of sales and marketing experience, plus my degrees in international advertising. I'm a former business owner. I've owned 2 businesses. I'm sorry, 3 businesses. And when I put stuff out here down in Tampa, which is relatively a good job market, a very, very good job market, I hardly get calls back. You do everything, Mr. Lionel. Lionel, you do everything through the internet. I mean, you fill out your application on the internet. Then you got to take a personality test. You don't get to talk to people anymore. The computer selects you based on keywords. So you have to have your resume almost like you have to have your resume almost kind of friendly to that position. Like if they say sales, you want to put sales. They say director, you want to put. They say 7 years experience, you want to make sure you have that. And saying, man, it gets to be so tough, and it gets to be so nuances. So if I'm going to spend that and go out there and fight for that, and maybe 60, $80,000 and spend about 60, 70 hours a week. Well, you mean to tell me I can actually come in here, make money all throughout the day with this in the comfort of my own home? Finish that, make a week's salary in a day. In some cases, if it's once it's really hitting right, and the biggest problem I have is I'm going to decide what time I want to get on the bike trail. I mean, because it puts you in total control. That's the same thing. Now, Dinah Samir, I'm going to remind you guys, he was a 6-figure earner. Very, very prolific at what he did. One of the top salespeople in the country. Search for Uru, the lifestyle that he leads. You think his company going to let him just disappear? This is the second time in Africa in less than 30 days. Like, you think he's going to just be able to say travel to Sierra Leone and go out there and do the lifestyle he does, on someone else's dime? I mean, you think that's going to be allowed? You think these companies are just going to allow you just to do what you want to do, because in their mind they own you. In their mind, you actually work for them. So I want to hear what Mr. Lionel has to say, Dinah, but appreciate you guys. Hearing me now. I can go a little bit over this, on my channel shortly after we get off the phone. So welcome, Mr. Lionel. How are you doing there?
Hello, how's everyone doing? Can you hear me?
Good.
Yeah, we're doing well. Go ahead.
All right. Yeah. I know you all talking about Bitcoin. That's my CME. I talk about it every day. Unfortunately, my last page got terminated. Had to make a new one, but yeah, I talk about it every day. Been in it since 2017, early 2017.
Beautiful.
I came in on the last bit of the conversation. So, so you all was just talking about Bitcoin, and there were some questions that need to be cleared up in terms of what's a ledger, the Coinbase. Send us some of the Coinbase.
Coinbase, Mr. Lionel, so some of the stuff I've been hearing about Coinbase is making me kind of stay away from it. As far as with security features, that what they're talking about, particularly with reporting that they would do. I could be wrong, but it's kind of making me want to stay away from it.
I haven't heard anything from Coinbase except them planning to go IPO, have an IPO. In terms of security flaws, I haven't heard anything from them. People normally, the biggest issue people have with Coinbase are they fees. When you purchase Bitcoin, they charge you a larger fee than other exchanges, and also when you transfer your Bitcoin and other cryptos out of Coinbase, they charge you a higher fee. But other than those two things, I haven't heard of Coinbase security errors or flaws. Maybe when the site is known to go down when there's an influx of customers coming, new customers coming on, and old customers to purchase Bitcoin when it's rising. But outside of those three topics, I don't know. It's a pretty easy platform. User interface is friendly for newcomers. It's not nothing that's intimidating.
Mr. Larnell, for what you see, with your experience, where do you see the future of crypto going? I mean, is it a fad? Should we just go back to looking at cash or just writing checks? Is it something just going to pass? If it's something going to go, it's just a shooting star. Where do you see the future of cryptocurrency as far as coming away for people to do business and especially global business? I mean, I have to remember with Prince Amir, he deals with the diaspora. Okay, so all right, is this a good thing for people to learn about the ways of cryptocurrency, get educated on that, learn how to use it? Or is it just something we ought to be super careful with and just go back to you just using the SWIFT payment system and things like the way they are right now? I mean, what's your take on it?
Well, before I answer this, everyone need to know that my opinions are my opinions. I'm not privy to any inside information in terms of the cryptocurrency space and government. I know what I know based off years and through my channel talking about a crypto 6 days a week. But to answer your question, I don't think it's a fad, only because the adoption level is going up in terms of institutions such as your Fidelity, such as your PayPal's, such as I'll put it like this: deep-pocketed individuals, institutions, long-standing financial institutions, and governments themselves are purchasing Bitcoin in particular to put on their asset balance sheets. When you have companies such as Grayscale, which owns close to 1% of all Bitcoin in existence, when you have MicroStrategy, which is I think they're NASDAQ listed intelligence firm that has Bitcoin on their asset sheets, and other cryptocurrency, not cryptocurrency, but other institutions that are actually starting to put Bitcoin on their asset sheets, as they say, as a hedge against what they think is the falling of the dollar. And falling of the dollar is not nothing new. It's been falling, currencies fluctuate, but Bitcoin in particular, we're starting to see a liquidity crunch where now you have these institutions that has billions of dollars to spend purchasing Bitcoin. And they're purchasing Bitcoin in particular, really because it's the number one coin. It has the highest market cap of the cryptocurrency space. And in terms of Bitcoin's market cap compared to other stocks in America, it's actually ranked number 9, I think, just below Alibaba. So it has the liquidity for these companies to purchase it. So in my opinion, in the future, as more institutions, as more family offices, as more deep-pocketed individuals, funds, you're starting to see Bitcoin be included into different type of funds, start to purchase more and more Bitcoin, thereby taking the available Bitcoin that is available to purchase on exchanges. Then we may see a transition from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Then you'll start to see Ethereum price go up. The difference between this bull run and the 2017 bull run is because it's widely well known that the 2017 bull run was led by retail investors. Retail investors are basically mere mortals such as you and I. If you're not an institution, you are a retail investor. This bull run is widely known to be led by more institutional investors. That's why it's able to push past the $20,000 psychological resistance mark. That's why it's able to currently be at $33,000. The best time, as the saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second time to plant a tree is today. The best time to be in Bitcoin was back in March when it was at $3,900. Obviously, when the whole financial market system was down. Not too many people was worried about Bitcoin. Not too many people was looking at Bitcoin. but that was actually the best time to be in Bitcoin and any other uh, stocks for that matter. But now that it's $33,000 in less than 10 months, obviously you have a lot more people looking at it. Obviously, you have a lot more people asking questions. Well, is it too late? If you are an investor for the long term, then it doesn't matter when you get in if you're going to hold it for the long term. But those are my opinions.
Well, you said you came in excuse me, I forgot to say the most important thing. Thank you, and I appreciate your knowledge, and I definitely want to become a subscriber to your channel and everything. For you just coming in and stuff, we through this particular platform with GS Trade Partners, we get paid in free Bitcoin and Ethereum. We don't buy it; we get paid and compensated in it.
Okay. So they pay you all Bitcoin.
Bitcoin and Ethereum, yes, sir.
Okay.
It's like a knocking noise in the background.
Oh, that's me playing with twiddling this right here on the desk.
Okay.
I quit doing that. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. I was like, what's that? Okay.
Yeah, but if you're an investor and you're looking for something, and obviously a lot of people prefer not to have their money. Okay, I'll say it like this. When you get paid, you're going to either do one of a few things with your money. You're going to spend it, obviously, on bills, but outside of bills, what you're going to spend it on. A lot of times people spend it on things they a lot of times may not need or don't need. Either you're going to put it away in your savings account or your money market account, your checking account, which all those accounts earn you less than 0.5% per year. I forgot what the Fed funds rate is now. I think it's 0.02%. Either way, you're not getting interest on your money that you keep in the bank. So investing it, and there's multiple ways to invest your money, but crypto is one way to invest. It's important to remember it's not the only way, but it's the only way. But since we're talking about crypto, and we can't deny the fact that it went up almost $30,000 into 10 months, then, like I said, it doesn't matter.
Hold on for a second. I want to stop you right there. You did say something like about that. And my gosh, this ain't a bull market, man. This is a lightning. This is a comet market. From 23,000 and December 17 to like 30 something right now. What's going on? I mean, who and what is throwing gasoline on the fire? Yes, people looking at cash, but there's always been talk about the cash is dwindling down right now. Why such urgency? Why we get like speculation that even Elon Musk with Tesla, is looking to diverse something into Bitcoin. Now that's just hearsay. We haven't said, but we know that. Why are we looking at huge hedge fund corporations buying up Bitcoin and getting companies with that have multiply millions of dollars in cash, billions of dollars in cash reserve? What is finally clicked with the movers and shakers of the world? Like, man, this is a viable thing to really do this. And then what's bringing the mainstream? Like, man, I need to really strongly get some of that. What's driving this like this?
Well, traditionally, as the dollar goes down, and when I say the dollar goes down, the dollar index, which is the DXY, DXY, look at those charts. It's trending down. It's been trending down majorly since March or the beginning of 2020. And traditionally, gold has been a hedge where when the dollar goes down, gold and other precious metals tend to tick up. Gold did do that, but since mid last year, gold has been trending down. So now people are looking at the charts and say, well, these traditional quote unquote safe haven assets are not responding like safe haven assets. And so these institutions, which are, the smart money, they're looking for other assets to put their money to keep from losing value on their balance sheets. They may have real estate. Some may and do have real estate. Some may do have spot gold, not actual gold, but spot gold. But these assets are not trending up in the way they will want to. So now they're looking at Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has been trending up wildly since March of last year. So you now start to see more and more institutions purchase Bitcoin to put on their asset sheets. And you mentioned Elon Musk. Elon Musk on Twitter and other CEOs of companies on Twitter have been poking the bear at Elon Musk and saying, hey, if you would put a certain percentage of Tesla's assets in Bitcoin, then you can really not only save a lot of money, but your investors would help you. Now, Tesla is ranked I think I'm looking at it right now, number 7 in terms of the top ranked companies per market cap. And Bitcoin is number 9. So now you're looking at a possibility, if this is an if, and I understand it is hearsay, but on Twitter, CEOs have been trying to get Elon Musk to do this, to put a percentage of not only Tesla, but other companies' assets in Bitcoin. So we could potentially see more institutional money roll into Bitcoin. And you have to understand, Bitcoin has a finite supply. There's only 21 million. There's about 18 million already in circulation. The amount of Bitcoin that's available to purchase is even less. There's only about 1,000 or so Bitcoin printed every day. So now you're looking at a possible situation where you're going to have a Bitcoin supply crunch where it's not enough Bitcoin to purchase. So it's speculated that, from Max Kaiser, that is, institutions may just purchase Bitcoin directly from these miners as they print, not quote unquote print them, like a better term there, from the mining algorithm. So you have institutions coming in, and you have the low supply of available Bitcoin to be purchased on exchanges. Those two things put together is my best explanation as to, short of technical analysis, because I'm a technical analysis person, but fundamentally, those two are my best examples or explanation as to why the price of Bitcoin is and has been trending up since March.
Thank you, sir. What's the name of your channel, Mr. Lionel?
Crypto with Lionel. As my name says, it's Crypto with Lionel.
All right. You just picked up a new subscriber with me today.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, Bitcoin is obviously the largest crypto, by market cap. It's $624 billion. Ethereum, Ethereum has been trending up. Its previous all-time high was I believe $1,200. It's at $924. No, previous all-time high was $1,500. It's at $924. So you could see a lot of these cryptocurrencies trend higher within the next couple months.
Prince Amir, your interviewing skills are much better than mine, man. But
no, I mean he covered a lot, bro. Yeah. I appreciate it, guys. Make sure you go subscribe to Crypto with Lionel.
Yeah. And you mentioned a ledger.
We appreciate you coming on with your expertise, because we all like to be knowledgeable in what we're talking about. I mostly focus is on the wealth duplication component, meaning building my network, which in turns allowed me to receive more, and me and my partners are allowed to grow more wealth by way of numbers. But I've been dealing with cryptocurrency since 2018. I yet to spend a single dime of it. I went in with a long-term plan, Mr. Lionel, and I came in, and Mr. Mayor, I made it my business for a minimum 5 years. 5 years, 2023. I wasn't going to touch anything, and I haven't.
Right.
So I was going to look at it grow. I was just so jaded at the fact that I missed that first opportunity because I didn't move. But I know that things take time to grow, and so I'm just going to put it in because in that sense, I was looking at my crypto. I'm looking at my crypto portfolio to really fund my retirement and lifestyle. So it was something I wanted to play with. So I'm not interested in doing like the guy who had a 10,000 Bitcoin. They went to 5 cents. I guess he didn't think that was enough. They weren't growing enough for him. He calls up and say, "Hey, you guys get me two large pizzas, and I'll give you these 10,000 Bitcoins. You want it?" Someone took him up. I'm
Yeah,
not joking.
yeah,
Someone took him up on it.
yeah.
I hope he loved every bit of those two slices of pizza. I hope he still eat them. I hope he has them frozen, that just tastes how delicate and good and nice, and the cheese and the pepperoni and the black olives, whatever. Because those two pizza, in essence, cost him over $46 million each. Because if you put in 10,000 shares of Bitcoin at today's rate, you'll give away, you'll have an idea of what he threw away because he was impatient. And so I didn't want to make that. I want to sit on something. I want to sit on it and give it a chance to grow. And like on the final thing I heard, like with Sylvester Stallone, and they was trying to buy the Rocky script from him, and he said he had got it for $300,000, and he said that was, to him, that was a lot of money. He said he was so poor he had to sell his dog, and he said to himself, he said, if I did sell, because I'm like thinking, man, if this thing really takes off, I'm going to kill myself, because I just gave away something that was great. And he kept the Rocky strip, and needless to say, it's a little wonder he's worth close to $400 million.
And Fitzgerald and bought his dog back.
He bought his dog back with some food. So that's my strategy. And I've heard people like, what do you do with the Bitcoin? I'm holding mine. Mr. Lionel, I'm holding mine. I'm holding out because eventually, I'm going to spend some eventually one day. But I'm trying to grab that wealth, and with my other cryptocurrency, I'm trying to let them go up, like the GS trade coin, right? We do now. What if it goes to $1, $10? I mean, if it is $10, man, I could do a cartwheel outside on the garage patio, because I'm a multimillionaire. If that happened, just $10, even 50 cents, I'm doing pretty well compared to where I bought it down there. So I'm seeing these things, and I'm looking at these things, and I'm trying to play the long game. So that's my thing. And so I don't know what your strategy is. I don't know what's needed in your household, ladies and gentlemen, but I do know this gives me a chip in the game, and I'm taking it.
Yeah, the just a brief history lesson. Just the piece of guy you're talking about is Laszlo. His name is Laszlo Haniet. That was the first instance of Bitcoin being traded for anything of tangible value. At that time, when people were mining Bitcoin on their PC, and the output was 50 Bitcoin every mining period, which was about 10 minutes. Mm-hmm. And so obviously he mined a lot of Bitcoin. I think he probably has more Bitcoin other than that, but it was.
I hope so.
Yeah. He purchased 2 Papa John pizzas, and the person said, "Well, give me 50 Bitcoin," and that was the very first instance of Bitcoin being traded or valued for something tangible.
Yes, sir. It bears. I guess when it comes down to me, Mr. Lionel, Mr. Mayor, and ladies and gentlemen, the older I get, the more I have to learn how to smell out and capitalize on opportunities, because you don't get them too much. I care more about my time than I do the money. And I can't, it look like time is just accelerate, but I want to be able to put myself in a good financial position and put my friends and family in a good financial position where we can just really live. And I know you can't keep continually passing over opportunities. And I know that a person has to be educated in their craft. That goes without saying. But more importantly, I know they have to be patient. And if you're looking for a get rich quick thing overnight, this is not it. I mean, that works in Powerball and Mega Million. That's about it, the overnight. But most stuff, you have to be deliberate and strategic with the moves you make. And I'm willing to pay that price right now if it affords me the opportunity to live in a way that other people can't tomorrow. And now I'm willing to do that, help many people as I can. So I'm finished. And Mr. Lionel, thank you for your time. And Mr. Mir, thank you for your time. I appreciate both of you, man. And Happy New Year to you both.
Hey, Mr. Nada, you were going to share with us what a ledger breakdown, what that is before we close out.
Yeah, so a ledger is a physical hardware device where people can store your crypto on. If you go to ledger.com, they'll let you know, they'll give you a list of the available cryptocurrencies you can put on the device. Now, it's important to understand once you, I would advise you not to purchase a ledger outside of ledger.com. Don't purchase it on Amazon. Don't purchase it on eBay because someone may have written a backdoor script to steal your crypto. Go
Great
to
advice.
Ledger. Yeah, go to the horse's mouth, go to Ledger. On their website, they'll give you a list of available of the cryptocurrency you can store on this hardware device. The device is very small, which means it's easy. You can easily lose it. If you're going to purchase it, just put it somewhere that you will know you remember, like a junk drawer or something like that. But you can put your cryptocurrency on there and it's yours. People say, don't keep your cryptocurrency on exchanges. Although I know people do that, but it's still good to reiterate: don't keep your crypto on exchanges. You can keep your crypto on this ledger, and it's yours. It's safe. It won't be stolen. Ledger recently went through a security hack where the names of people that bought a ledger was exposed. But it's important to remember that they cannot, I repeat, hackers cannot get access to your ledger unless you give them access to your ledger. So just because Ledger's client list of who purchased ledgers was hacked does not mean the hackers have access to your ledgers. They do not.
Mr. C.R. Frank asked a very good question. He said, "So this is like a US. So the one you're referring to, he said, is this like a USB thumb drive, like an external drive?"
Yeah, it's an external. It looks just like a USB external drive. It looks just like it. You can plug into your computer when you purchase crypto on Coinbase or Binance.com. You can just send it right to this ledger straight from the exchange.
Wow. So you would need to have it. You in that case, it would be the cold wallet. It would be the external wallet. This. Okay. And plus, it wouldn't be on the internet that if anyone does could hack. But the wallets have such security features in them. With Mr. Lionel, 2F factor authentication, biometric scans, and all that kind of stuff. But still, you want to take as much security as you can to, because after all, is your wealth. He who has the wallet and the key to the wallet, that's the owner.
Yeah.
No, that's the owner. Scary thing, but that's the owner.
Yeah.
I've heard of people stealing crypto and from their wallets and moving them to another wallet before the other guy could figure out what was going on and keep moving and moving. It's all kinds of things, but. I guess as security keeps going later on and new safety ways of the store your money gets improved. I guess we'll look at that just like we look at the way of how we think about like how bank accounts hold our information for there. So great.
Now, the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, I know it's a mouthful, but it's an actual position in financial government, Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. His name is Brian Brooks. He okayed a law which allows banks to custody their customers' crypto. So in the future, people are groomed to keep their money in banks, and that's a common thing. We've been groomed that way for all our lives. You could see banks start to custody your crypto for you. And although I am a proponent of your keys, your crypto, meaning you store your own crypto, I do see people allowing banks to, and financial institutions such as your Fidelities, your Charles Schwab's, et cetera, custodying your crypto for you. So people will go down that route.
I'm quite sure, but to me, to me, I would prefer to do that. I mean, those financial institutions have to report to someone. I don't know. The bottom line is this. The bottom line I would say with everyone's this: educate yourself as much as you can. If you're going to play in this game, educate. Fitzgerald Stevens is not a proponent of someone else knowing more about his money and how to move it than he is. I mean, I believe you ought to know if you when you're growing your wealth, you ought to know all you need to know how to do it independently for someone else. I just believe that. No one should know more about your money than you. The one of the adage that I heard from a wealthy individual, sign your own checks. And so it's up to you to get educated in this and learn what you need to know. There's plenty of outstanding sources. I'm quite sure Mr. Lionel, I don't know if he ever thought about it, but doing personal training, with a cost, of course, to show people how to maneuver in that sphere. So it's all kinds of education and resources you can learn out there to know how to do with your money, because ultimately this is your wealth and you need to protect it. Don't leave it at the mercy of someone else saying, don't say in this particular game, I got people. That sounds nice, but you need to know about your wealth. No one should know how to move that more around or know where that is more so than you. That's just my humble opinion. And that's definitely an opinion I plan on. That's definitely a course of action I plan on implementing.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, Dimes, for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, brother. No problem. Everyone, we'll go ahead and close out. Brother Stevens, anything you'd like to share in closing?
Hey, I just like to thank our guest, Mr. Lionel, and I'd like to also thank the audience. I mean, incredible responses. I'm looking at the screens right now, and I believe we are bringing you something of value right there. But I just like the interest in this, and I appreciate it. Thanks again, Mr. Lionel, for coming on. Mr. Amir, thank you for having me on, and please continue to enjoy Sierra Leone, man, and keep us updated with that.
Oh, no problem. Oh, Captain Lake, if we sign up, are you going to personally help us to grow our downline and answer questions? Give us a number to call. Of course, Cap. Of course. You have direct contact to me and Brother Fitzgerald. Of course, absolutely.
I'm glad she asked that. I'm really glad she asked that, because it's a partnership. The thing about network marketing, one individual, it is impossible for a person to meet their goals, especially financially, without helping other people meet theirs. I mean, it forces you to help people. It forces you to help people, and it forces you to be on the up and up with people. So yeah, we will be more than happy to help you with that. But you do have to plug into the system. What I mean by the system, we have daily trainings, Monday through Sunday, 12 p.m. or 9 p.m. United States Eastern Standard Time on GoRocks.info. You can GoRocks.info. You have to download Zoom to watch it first, and you can also contact Prince Amir, and he can give you the password with that. And you want to plug in that training, and more importantly, you want to have other people plug in that training where you can duplicate your team. Prince Amir talks about it on Search for Uru. I talk about on my YouTube channel, Find Ways to Win with Fitzgerald Stevens. We have Facebook formats and stuff. So we have everything to get you the information. But the drive, the drive to build it, to power it, that comes from you. I'm a cyclist, and you can buy a decent bike for like $700, or you can buy a bike for $7,000. And people like to think it's the bike. It's not. It's the engine. It's the rider that powers it. So you are the engine that powers your organization. But we're here just to give you the support to help you grow as big as you want to go, and to help you get your goals. That's what we do.
There we go. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. Until next time, family. Again, my affiliate links in the chat room is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. It will also be in the description. Until next time, family, Donnie Samir, Search for Huru. Peace.